This is My Little Pony Season 2, Episode 3.
Because we
Lesson
can.
0.
Because we can.
Lesson 0, Episode 0, it works.
Wouldn't you consider Lesson 0 to be like the very first?
Parchment. Check. Extra ink. Check. Extra
Maybe it's like ground zero.
Yeah, ground
Is that
zero.
everything on the
Crash.
checklist? Yep. Great. Now that we've completed the checklist of things we need to create a checklist, we can make my checklist.
What do
of
they
things
do
I
with
have to
all
get
the
done by the end of the
trash?
day. Ready?
Spike has dragon breath.
Item 1.
They send it to
Checklist of the things
Celestia?
I have to accomplish by
It
the end
Well,
of
it's,
the day.
I don't know if it always gets sent. Because he did burn up that book and they never got it back.
He sneezes on
True. And also the thing is that he liked
And the pop-
baked bads. So
Maybe he just eats it.
I like to be in that.
Yeah. Fan service. The opening.
yeah.
There's nothing like high-def ponies, honestly.
Some parts of it kind of seems a little off. I don't think we can.
Well, that's because it's a new opening. It's not gonna be like the
No, I
others.
mean like a little gritty at parts.
Oh.
I guess we can't
I guess
really
that's
put
what
that.
you get with cable.
But a different
But it was the same one.
Secret butt fun.
Secret butt flawed.
I swear, I did not know it was like secret butt fun.
Morning.
How are we doing?
Where did they get parchment that long?
We've already dropped off your cape at the
Parchment
crib.
store.
Returned the blackboard you borrowed from Cheer Lee. Ordered new parchment and quills from the
So she has a
stationery
cape.
shop.
Wait, I think you
Seems
mentioned
like we
quills and
just placed an
sofas.
order for those a few
Yeah,
days
no
ago.
sofas this time. He's got the quilts.
Quills, no
Can't
sofas.
imagine why we go through so many of them.
Sounds like
I want to see what Twilight looks like in her cape.
Cupcakes.
Her cape?
Yeah,
Tried
the first thing was return her cape.
Oh.
Or dry cleaner cape or something like that.
Oh, I know, dear, but I had an extra, so I thought I'd make it a
Extra
baker's
what?
Extra cupcake.
Isn't it Baker's dozen 16?
It's
15.
just some of the icing
Is
from
it?
the extra
Yeah.
cupcake
Why?
is getting all over the one next to it. See?
And I don't know why, but my theory is that
Sure. It's just
when
not
the
I don't
baker-
see either. That's because she's
Sharing
OCD.
later, and I don't want any pony to feel
when the
like
baker
some pony
takes
else
home
see.
their batch,
See.
they give themselves one extra, so it's the baker's
Of
dozen.
course not.
That's my theory,
I'll just
and I'm
move
sticking
some
to
of this
it.
one, too.
If you want to prove me wrong,
I think I may
I'd
have
be glad to
scooped
be
too
proved
much.
wrong.
Oops, now those two have more.
Is that a spatula? I hope that's a spatula, because if it's not,
It is a spatula.
people are going to be using,
No,
like,
that won't do.
Twilight murder scenes being made out of this.
And
They're gonna do it anyway.
we're on this one.
You're right, I
If
want
you know
to
they didn't do it already. I'm sure there
Re-
already is.
replace the cupcakes with a pony.
But seriously, look at her face!
Oh, yes.
You know!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at her face this entire episode.
Also, as soon as I saw that, I knew immediately someone's gonna recolor that.
No.
Even though, there, right there!
Very
Come on,
Yeah.
he licked himself clean.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
you
okay,
know,
it's okay.
You know he makes sure Twilight stays happy.
Yeah, now
To make sure we didn't miss anything when we double checked.
It's not the same, Twilight. You've been using your mouth.
Ah, yes!
Quill so long. I've got it.
Must not fat!
Good thing we don't have anything to report to Princess Celestia this week. I don't think I could write another word.
we haven't sent a letter to Princess Celestia this week.
Why? Is that bad?
Bad. Where is it bad?
Never get cast flies off just because someone gets hurt in your face.
Not every other week, not every 10 days, every single week.
Every single fucking week, motherfucker!
Ooh, now we can put the explicit tag on it.
Yeah, because of me. I feel proud of myself.
Tuesday?
Then they'll make a family-friendly version, or I'd put yays in.
Tuesday?
That is definitely been convenient.
That, just
I see
that
you now.
gif of her just jumping up and just...
I love this.
Gif.
What's that now?
Replace the background with what you want.
I'll be late.
Yeah. What fourth wall?
Gif.
I'm usually
Gif.
so organized.
Gif.
I'm gonna try to count how many...
Oh, please.
I want to restart this and then just count how many reaction images.
I'll give you the AVI after this.
Deadline.
I'm afraid to take that chance, Spike. This is the ruler of all of Equestria we're talking about. The pony who holds my fate
What we
in her
could
gloves.
do?
Why is she terrified of Celestia?
What if she doesn't
Aside-
Because she's the centuries-old ruler?
What if
Yes.
instead she starts
Not
waking
that
up
part.
eating my
That part makes perfect sense, but Celestia's her teacher.
She's trying to
How long has she been her...
How long has she been her teacher?
Impress Celestia.
She's
trying to not leave.
Wait.
She thinks her teacher's gonna kill her.
My teacher.
Or
Do you
chain
know
her
what
up to the-
teachers do to
I'll
students
do.
who don't pass? They send them back a grade.
One
She
grade.
won't just send me back a grade.
One grade.
She'll send me
You
back
don't get a grade if they're in time.
kindergarten.
Magic kindergarten. Does that mean she's in first grade? First grade?
I don't think so. She looks much older than that. We've kind of... Fourth wall broken.
Yeah. Okay, so Spike
I
can
didn't
interact
catch
with the
that.
fourth wall
Thing
then.
I've ever heard.
I didn't catch that the first time.
Back to
Yeah,
magic
me either.
kindergarten.
You're right. I have no reason to worry.
Just first grade.
Because I'm going to solve a friend's problem.
Well,
and get
I
that
guess she
letter
did
to Princess
emphasize that
Celestia
it wasn't
before
just going to be one
sundown.
grade, but all the way to kindergarten.
So,
But why would she...
any problems
I guess she's
from
never
That's just a
failed
lot.
at anything ever before.
Except for like almost... She almost flubbed the entrance exam, but then... it
Then
worked.
she gave birth, so I think her expectations of everything
Pretty
is
much
high.
failed saving Ponyville when the pair
And
sprites
it
were in.
looks like I'm going to have to
True.
find some pony who does.
She didn't take that very well either, though.
This
Again,
That was
why does she
great.
go in her basement to find ponies who need problems?
Well,
Have problems.
That's a...
You know,
that's
she's
something
kind of
she likes
got she's kind of got that book of friends that she keeps next to her computer because she needs so many pages. You know, just kind of like, okay, Fluttershy, or you know, a checklist to check the checklist.
It's like
the check to
ponies,
check the checklist
ponies
of
in order
friends.
of likeliness to have friendship problems.
I was actually
Fluttershy
surprised
and Top.
she had
Damn.
me on that machine of hers. She keeps a giant computer in her basement. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder. Okay, so we know that Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash knew each other, but how did Applejack meet Pinkie Pie and Rarity, and how do all of the others meet each other?
at the Kitsamira.
That sounds like a good episode.
Don't worry, Rarity. I'm here.
Or fanfic.
Yeah. Pregnancy! Pregnancy!
Of all the worst things that could happen, this is the worst of me.
I
You had
counted
one
4
next to
reaction
you?
images.
I've lost my diamond and
5.
purple ribbon. I have searched high. And I have searched low.
You chan too much.
High and low.
I chant. Yeah.
I can't find anywhere.
That was
Come
a good
on,
one.
because Chan's amusing.
Yeah.
She's so happy!
Ah, so many reaction images. I
Now
gotta say
here,
that much.
Rarity. As your friend,
I want to
I'll do
put
my best
caption
to
that
help you.
I have broken a spirit.
Oh, it's just the last place you look. So, you
God,
just
Rarity is such a
masturbated?
troll like that, but it's all
Oh, it's the
unintentional,
last
so it's
place I
worse.
would look! The floor!
I have
Right
such time,
next to the-
and I have such low, and I have such time, and I have such low. That part of the floor didn't count.
Blue and high. High and low.
One.
Why does she have a wooden basin in
My
her
measuring tape under the fabric over there.
fashion area thingy?
That?
A wooden...
That right there?
I don't... That. She's standing right next to it. There. You can't see it.
Because
I thought I
she's a
saw-
pony.
It would look gaudy, though.
No need to panic. Rarity's just
Look at everything else. It's spotless, and then all of a sudden, wooden basin.
She's Rarity. She doesn't worry about badness. And Rainbow
I
Demolition.
love Demolition Dash so much.
Demolition Dash.
Those like goggles she's got just are awesome.
How did those two meet? That's what I want to know, really.
Like this. This is how they met. They're just reenacting it.
That's it. This is the second time she's demolished something for her.
Sexual frustration.
America's wonderful.
Oh, hey! I didn't catch that the first time.
Really?
Oh, Twilight. Yeah. I didn't catch that.
Between you two, I'm sure
Some
that
strong
I, as a
tail
good
or
friend,
strong
can help you
magic?
resolve
Both.
your problems.
Maybe she
Well,
likes
you
her
were
tail.
using your computer half the time
Yeah,
while you were
I was
watching.
talking Mark,
You don't have to
yeah.
hide your feelings from me.
I regret
We
nothing!
had a terrible fight. Now, why don't you tell me all
I love the glasses.
Wow, wow, that is weird.
The perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rainbow Dash POV.
Sly of the glasses look. Where you
What I love is that Applejack or Rainbow Dash didn't tell Twilight, no, there's no problems. as she was getting Rainbow Jack.
Back to it already.
Rainbow Dash on the bench and time for her to get the glasses and notebook out.
Twilight likes teleporting. That took half a second.
Yeah.
That's all. That's my explanation. Twilight is a teleportation addict.
Why did Rainbow Dash do that in the first place? Face who?
Because you know Rainbow Dash has a lot of tricks before her finale.
Good point.
I can't believe I wasted all that time.
Yeah, just kind of
To make it easier.
Yeah,
She was
Or that,
breaking.
to
She was
soften it.
breaking the support.
That'll work.
That's a lot of thought into that.
Ah, this, yes!
Karate.
Yeah! Show that bear. Crack open a bear! Oh, a little derpy there. There we go.
You really should have come to me sooner. You are carrying so much.
The fact that she's able to actually do that! That she has the strength!
I want to schedule a Fluttershy massage.
Especially since Pokesire is pretty strong in this one.
Apparently not!
Fluttershy's just bad.
Earth Ponies is strong. Fluttershy is boss. When she puts her mind to it, she can fly faster than Rainbow Dash.
Gollum!
Gollum.
Are you talking to yourself?
No.
I like how their colors mix up. It's just like,
I love the ear twitching. I just kind of want to reach over and just kind of scratch it a little.
he popped that one too.
Are you okay?
He's in front of the fourth wall this episode, I guess.
Twilight, I'm really worried.
They're all recolors of Tinky.
Yeah, I noticed.
Here.
I just want to ear scratchy.
We need our little ponies.
I shall see my friends.
Why don't you come to your senses?
Oh God, what now? You know, when Twilight was kind of leaning over the puddle, I kind of was hoping she would kind of like just fall over.
Yeah, I wanted
That's not
Spike
how
to scare
physics
her.
works. I love Deal with a Rainbow Dash.
Oh, I almost said she. I said she and caught myself thinking that I called Rainbow Dash the wrong gender.
I've done that so many times.
She must have that carrying around somewhere.
Or she has a couch summoning spell.
That's true. She's unicorn.
Deal with
She's a
it.
gaudy unicorn.
Touch his face.
All of their faces.
I am not alright. I don't understand. It's just terrible. Yes. Simply awful. Yes. It's the most horrific trouble I've ever been in, and I really, really, really need your help.
I'm pregnant.
Yes. My letter to Princess Celestia is almost overdue, and I haven't learned anything about friendship.
Oh.
They're all like, oh, it's not like you ever come to us with major problems before, but yeah, this time you're panicked. It's nothing.
What was she drinking?
Wow, I never caught the face of that. Why would they laugh?
No offense, Sugar Cube, but it looks like some ponies getting themselves all worked up over nothing.
This is
Nothing.
It's everything. And you guys have
I can't wait to see the whole... Oh, cutie marks both sides. That's a rare sight.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight, you're such a brat.
Come on now.
Can't wait to see the slew of fan art about this.
Rarity should not be one of the
Wow, I've never seen Twilight so upset before.
What a drama queen.
Relatively speaking.
I
like
wonder
someone
what
should be
you
doing the
feel when you get...
psychoanalysis in
Sorry.
Twilight instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I wonder what you feel when you get your cutie mark. I mean, yeah, when you realize... like,
Obviously,
hey,
they don't feel it because Twilight had to be reminded.
true.
Most of them had to be reminded.
Well, then again, she was pretty damn excited, and then poof! Oh, hey! Yay!
Yeah, she could have.
I didn't even see it like the poof like the rest of them. I didn't see that when it came to Twilight.
I don't think
Twilight
they
was too
showed it.
excited about getting
Yeah.
in to the school.
Magic school, yeah.
What is it, Twilight? What is
God!
It's pink and
Keep it
pink.
together. If I can find a friendship problem.
Twyco.
Oh,
She has gone Twyco.
If I can't find a problem, I'll make one
So
instead.
now they've all gone crazy, guys.
Everyone except Rainbow Dash, yeah.
Oh man.
Reminds me of the Cheshire
What's
Cat.
next?
Rarity really didn't go too crazy.
Just run really disheveled.
Oh my gosh, she's
What?
the creepiest pony ever because she has
think?
magic.
You three look like you're doing great too. Looks like three good friends of officers don't need to help
I don't want to be in the same town as her.
Just because this person.
They
Is Smarty Pants. She was mine when I was your age. And now I want to give her to you.
Ponies shouldn't wear pants.
She's great.
Mr. Fluffy
Great. I really like her.
me?
She even comes with her own notebook and quill for when you want to pretend she's doing her homework.
Twilight would do
Isn't
that.
that great?
Great. Yeah, great. I really like her.
Me?
There are three of you and only one of her doesn't become a problem.
Now there's gonna be something about
Good friends.
about Sweetie Belle liking dreadlocks.
Yeah.
You should play with her first, Sweetie Belle. You know, because you like her
Mean
rainbow.
so much.
No.
You know, while they were kind of bopping the ball around on their heads, like, I'm assuming that's not so a recent activity. I'm sure more than a few unicorns have kind of bursted their balls and got ridiculed.
Do you think fighting over who has to play with it would count as enough?
Who would play with
Yeah,
it first?
Isn't that enough
She
of a problem?
she could have fixed their problem about who has to play with it, but no, she makes it who wants to play with it.
I like her ring. I really like her.
Oh, her tail's back to normal.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
Animation error!
Oh well.
You gotta share, you gotta care.
So take the spell off?
Yeah. Why don't you just remove the spell?
Yep.
Her face is
I
like,
wonder what
oh
the
yeah,
bucket was
this
for.
is a... Because,
Thank you so much.
wow, I'm gonna have to figure that out. How would Big Macintosh carry a bucket? Nope.
What was she doing on a lawn chair?
Lounging.
Oh, she's trying to get a shot at it.
Oh, I see, yeah. So she is trying to just...
I like the pretty boom, boom. I had it and I wasn't worried about it, but you took it.
For some reason, when I first saw that, I immediately thought peanut shot.
Okay then.
You know, Big Macintosh is kind of like the horror of all Ponyville. What? It's the only guy!
Well, the only guy that's...
There's like 5.
Oh yeah, because we already got them to go to pull.
And also, Big Macintosh is redneck hillbilly. And for some reason, a lot
Oh
of
my
people
gosh,
don't
that is Lyra and Bonbon fighting. Don't fight!
It's okay.
You're
it's
living
okay.
together.
I'm sure they fight a lot more than that.
Yeah,
And you know it will result in hot, angry sex. Hot,
Aw.
angry lesbian sex.
She's like, I am resigned to my fate.
Does that mean that ponies reproduce by budding?
What?
Derp.
Derpy.
The intense blush.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a happy horsey.
Meet me in the library.
Yeah. Okay, so here, analyze what her real intentions
Magic
are.
kindergarten.
Because we've been arguing about that for a while.
Magic kindergarten? Candlelight? We're never gonna see Twilight again!
What are we gonna do, y'all?
Oh, the worst things that happen! This is the one awful thing!
So far.
What? I really mean it this time!
Of course you do.
I'm supposed to send you
I was
letters
spike
about
hiding.
friendship every week. I missed the deadline. I'm a bad student. I'm tardy.
You are a wonderful student, Twilight. I don't have to get a letter every week to know that.
Really? Wait!
That was insulting.
It wasn't her fault!
I'm listening.
Please, Your Highness, we all saw that Twilight was upset. But we thought that the thing that she was worrying about wasn't worth worrying about.
Stop.
So when she ran off all worked up, not a single one of us tried to stop her. As Twilight's good friends, we should have taken her feelings seriously and been there for her. Please don't take her advice.
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck.
It's like, guys, I was gonna...
Looks
Whatever.
like you all learned a pretty
Work this
valuable
out.
lesson today. Very well. I'll forget Twilight's punishment on one condition. From this day forth, I would like you all to report to me your findings on the magic of friendship. When, and only when, you happen to discover them.
You know, so I don't get so much spam.
You got me.
Celestia, wait!
I really want to know how she's standing on that. Is she making herself lighter? Or is that just a really strong rare light?
Well, I would assume so, because her mane always seems to be flowing in the wind, even though there's no wind. So I'm gonna assume she's lighter than air, or as light as air.
She's like sunlight.
I like how she teleported into the moon. Foreshadowing.
Princess Celestia, we're writing to
Love
you
how
because
Rainbow
today
Dash
we
sitting.
learned a little something about friendship. We learned that you should take your friends' worries seriously. Even if you don't think
Hello,
she has anything to worry
ladies.
about. And that you shouldn't let your worries turn a small problem into an enormously huge and gigantic
Oh, Pinky's ready.
problem.
I think Pinky's just tired.
Pinky? Tired? What? Crystal Mouth doesn't let you do that.
Did not have to learn a lesson because he is the best, most awesome friend a pony could ask for. Unlike every pony else.
You know, I think Spike kind of considers himself a pony sometimes.
Well, he's raised by
every pony
ponies.
else.
They reused that sound clip from the end of Best Night Ever.
I'm sure. Any end thoughts?
Overall a good episode, on par with Party for One.
That's what I was thinking.
If you know, more
Yeah.
amusing actually, because there's a lot more reaction
yeah.
images.
I like Twyco a lot better than Creepy Pie.
Or Pinkamena Pie.
Pinkamena. Yeah, I like Pinkamena better than Creepy.
I did ever receive that. Discord would be proud.
Discord would be very proud.
Twilight this land.
Twilight, I left. You know you don't have to act like this. I'm so proud.
So proud.
You know, I have to say, it's like, okay, every week,
I'm
so...
so proud.
My mom is so proud.
Okay, so there was 26 episodes in the
Right.
first season. So she has to send out a letter every week. So I guess the last season happened over a course of a couple of months.
There is a lot of beautiful debate about the timeline of the first season, especially since Fall Weather Friends comes
Good point.
after Winter Wrap-Up.
Good point.
So,
But at least they're really good friends with Dr. Who's. They
They got Dr. Hooves there, you know, they could just kind of teleport the entire village of Ponyville backwards in time.
you know the best thing in this entire series would be, and they could make no more episodes and I'd be just fine, is if in one of these episodes, in the background, in like 5 frames, you see Dr. Hooves running with something in his mouth and somebody chasing him. And that's all I need.
That would be great.
that or I would like to see the TARDIS. That'd be...
I don't even need to see the police barn.
You don't need to see that.
The police barn, there we go. I was just like wondering, wait, what would be fitting?
A blue barn.
I saw some very nice fan art of police barn.
Nice, nice.
And
Wouldn't
ladies.
it be more like
Or
police
even just
shed?
like, yeah, a shed, because it has to be bigger on the inside.
Yeah, smaller. Because it...
It's in the back of Apple's farm. That's why Applejack
That's what
hasn't gotten her cutie
Applejack
mark
has
yet.
to build.
She has to build a TARDIS.
Yeah!
Well, good luck, Applejack.
Well, she can get Apple Bloom to help because that's what she's really skilled at. Fix that treehouse and like
Apple
no time
Bloom,
at all.
builder of TARDISes.
Yes, that's
Why
she's
not?
Why not?
Ponies! Ponies all over the place!
All over time.
Ponies are the original Time Lords.
Wibbly wobbly pony womey stuff.
Okie dokie dokie.
Wibbly wobbly pony time stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yog.
Ah.
Yours was just as bad, so meh.
Well, I think that went well.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
I actually now I'm waiting to see Rainbow Dash go crazy. And,
Oh God, no, don't.
Rarity went slightly crazy.
Rarity went slightly crazy. You don't have to be super crazy, but everyone else has been. And
Rainbow
I'm
Dash
sorry,
has kept
yeah.
her head the whole time.
It's just
except
the
for
Rainbow
Discord.
Dash. Well, the thing is that Rainbow Dash didn't get much focus in the first season because everyone had a lot of character development. I mean, with Pinkie Pie, it was at the very end. With
Well, Rainbow Dash had Cutie Mark Chronicles, and
that was
that's
about it.
Rainbow
She
Dash,
didn't really receive any.
You know that if it weren't for Rainbow Dash, that episode wouldn't have happened.
That's true. Rainbow Dash is basically the most epic of them all. But because she brought them all together without even. Although I will say for Rainbow Dash, maybe it's just the reason she hasn't had a crazy one is that she's just the most stable of them all.
Even when Discord got to her, she seemed pretty sane.
She was just like, I'm just gonna stay here in Cloudsdale.
You guys are crazy down there in Crazyland. I'm in Cloudsdale.
Cloudsdale.
I'm sure she perceived it to be Cloudsdale.
Because of
because of Discord's mind stuff.
And I mean, the only time she's even acted non-characteristic of hers when she got that ginormous stage fright.
Yeah, true.
And that was completely...
That's not exactly crazy.
That's not crazy. That's the only thing that's a switch.
I recently read my first pony fig a couple of days ago.
Which
Rainbow
one?
Factory.
Oh.
And she goes ballistic in it. And it's... it's not on par with Cupcakes, but it just for a first pony fiction, and it's...
You're like, yeah, about this.
Well, it caught me. It caught me off guard.
How could Rainbow Dash
Pinkie
canonically
Pie's
go
so
crazy, though?
Rainbow Dash canonically?
What would she go crazy about?
The Wonderbolts, and just realizing how futile it would be.
That's a good point. She could try auditioning for the Wonderbolts or something.
And somebody else gets picked.
Well, no, I guess that
Maybe
can't...
not audition. We don't want to destroy her dreams.
No, because it's a running theme that she wants to be with the Wonderbolts.
But
they
the
put her
thing
in with
is
there,
that
then you
she
lose
really
a character
tried.
and you lose a plot. So she can't be in the Wonderbolts for
Well,
a
yeah,
long time.
I don't mean she needs to be in there. I just mean, like, I don't want someone else to join.
should.
Because then there's like, another person.
I saw a picture of Fluttershy just kind of floating by... I saw a picture of Fluttershy kind of floating by Rainbow Dash wearing a Wonderbolts costume. How did you get in? I said, please.
That would actually be awesome, especially since Fluttershy stole Rarity's dream unintentionally.
True.
So if, like, Fluttershy could just be like, wait, those are the Wonder... Like, just like, oh, I really like their outfits or something, and just, like, have not been focusing. Or they're trying out a new uniform, and she's like, oh, I said please.
You know, it's just like, there has to be, like, ever since they first introduced the Wonderbolts, I always thought they were this kind of like this big organization, because I'm sure they have, like, extras, like, about a couple dozen other ponies in the Wonderbolts. They just choose, like, specific ones.
Yeah, like the Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, just kind of like in case, like, oh, you don't want to play, you can get someone else to play. You're sick, you get someone else to play. You don't want to go, bam!
Yeah.
Get someone else to play.
I can see that.
Understudies.
Yeah. I mean, definitely Rainbow Dash. I mean, why wasn't she allowed in the Wonderbolts? She created a sonic rainbow.
She did an audition. She's trying to get in by impressing them, and she wants them to invite her in, I guess. Because if they invite her in, then they can't kick her out.
And it means more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
and also,
actually-
the thing is that if they came up to her and asked her to join the Wonderbolts, maybe that's where her desire was born. Like, she was so young and someone else, like her parents, turned them down, even though she really wanted to. That's possible.
Something happened.
Something happened, yeah.
Because, like, there's gotta be something to give her that confidence to begin with. Because she's willing to go up and protect Fluttershy's honor and bring it on. Like, nothing can stop me.
Yeah, she is very, very confident.
Very
Yeah,
confident.
actually, you have
right?
to
There's
think
gotta
about
be
it now.
something.
I guess it was all because of Fluttershy then. I mean, yeah, Rainbow Dash caused it, but the reason why
I think
Rainbow
she
Dash
would have gotten in a race at some point
Yeah.
sooner.
Fluttershy, the fact that Fluttershy was the impetus helped Fluttershy definitely get it, because otherwise I don't think she would have been standing on that cloud going,
She would have been far away from any cloud edges.
So it's a very good
True.
thing that it ended up. I also find it entertaining they were calling her Rainbow Crash then, because whenever I hear Rainbow Crash, I just think the
Rainbow Crash has been a name since before they said it in the TV show. So
no,
I think
find
Rainbow
it-
Crash the YouTube channel.
No, I think
Okay.
when
You
referring
didn't
to
know
My
that?
Little Pony,
No.
I think of
There's a lot
Rainbow
of YouTube
Crash when
shit.
there's Rainbow Crash and Flutter Guy and all of the others, and so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I always
Flutter
picture
Guy.
her going like, haters gonna hate with the upside down.
Yeah, the haters gonna hate GIF. I love that.
That's what I think of when someone goes
When you think
Rainbow
Rainbow
Crash, I'm
Yeah.
like, haters gonna hate.
This whole thing is just watching this. Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, it's just
You gotta scout Pony-chan for those GIFs. There's a crap load in this new episode.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm gonna if I don't find the ones I want, I'm gonna freaking make them.
yes, do.
And of course we need an exploitable what is the worst possible thing.
This is the worst.
Yes.
This is the worst possible thing.
And then they show like some pop culture references like Lost. I don't know.
Yeah, something like
What's
that.
the worst possible thing right now on TV?
Jersey Shore.
Yes, yes.
It's Snuggy.
Of all the things to win an award, this is the worst possible thing.
Is it bad that I thought of that and like, wait, what's something that a lot of people don't know about? And then, fuck it, I'll go with something everyone knows about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a family version of this. I curse like a motherfucker. A mother fudger. No, I made
A
up
monkey
one.
fighter.
Monkey fighter, that's good.
Like a monkey fighter?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of fun.
I think I said
curse like a monkey fighter.
muddy bludgeon the other day.
Muddy bludgeon. It's not a clean bludgeon to the head, it's a muddy bludgeon. Not only will the brute force take you down, there'll be contamination.
Contermination?
Contamination!
But yes, that too. So with termination.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
You know, I don't think, like, to mute me out specifically, I don't think you should use yay because they already do use that in Ponyville. Or, oh wow.
Bronyville.
Bronyville, thank you. So, I guess use something else.
I didn't like how they kept using yay. I wanted them to use other sound effects, so I'm probably going to do that.
Yeah, that'd be good. I thought so too.
Random sound effects.
Yeah. I mean, that way you actually know.
How about for the adults? For the children, I'll censor everything out. And for the adults, I'll color-code it so that different curse words have different censors.
So it's not color, it's
Okay.
sound code.
Shush. I put
Sound
color
code,
in
yeah.
air quotes.
Well, I was honestly expecting you to have like synthesized, and you're like, okay, so look at this.
Yeah, I'm like, how are you
What's
gonna
that
color code it? Are you gonna kind of like, every time I say motherfucker or...
Blue will flash across the screen.
I was thinking yellow.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Kind of like blind the people with like a flash of color?
Yeah.
He'll put in one of those atomic
What
rainbows.
color
or
is
the
Rainbow
Sonic
Dash's
Rainbow.
pee?
What?
Probably
Where
the
did this
same
come
color as
from?
everybody
Where did this
else's.
come from?
It's a cartoon, so it's clear.
Or they don't have it because it's a cartoon.
Yeah, you never see their vaginas.
I point to...
I didn't know.
I forgot Rainbow Dash was a girl again, but I also point to the other cartoon Titanic movie. where
Wait,
P was
Are we
blue.
talking about this scene?
What? Oh, wait, what?
The other animated Titanic movie.
We don't know about this.
I
I don't know
Oh,
about
you gotta
this.
watch
I know
Nostalgia
about
Critic,
Leave
you
It
guys.
Okay.
I haven't
well,
watched them in years.
Really? I catch up with them every other
I was thinking
month or
so.
so.
I just kind of forget about
Why
them.
is it that everyone thinks of Rainbow Dash as not being female?
Because
She's so
Oh, I admit I did that.
Butch.
because of this.
She's so butch.
But rainbows are just so pretty.
She-
So, like, the first time I saw her,
She's a butch lesbian, that's why.
I did think of her. I honestly thought she was male, and maybe it's because I'm used to, like, female voice actors.
It took me 10 minutes to
Females,
figure
anyway.
out whether or not she was female.
I don't remember. I think she was guy too.
My first interaction, like, and I didn't have a problem with it. I mean,
No.
I just assumed they were guys. I mean,
Yeah.
and they could look the same. But, and then you find out later she's female. I'm like, oh. And at first I was just like, huh? And I guess I took a break between watching the pilot and between being forced to watch all
I
of
was
them.
honestly
You were
just...
It forced.
By forced, I don't mean made to watch against my will. I mean, as soon as I looked away, it was paused, and
Well, if you
I couldn't miss a single
You know,
thing,
I was
which
just
is
about
great.
to say, wait,
you looked away at the worst possible moment. It
Because
was
I
right in the
looked
middle
at
of the
what?
climax. She would look away, afraid that it would go wrong.
I think it's funny. I don't have
What
an issue
was?
with it when it's live, but
She doesn't look away when it's live.
I don't look away when it's live. But when he had,
When I have it on recording,
I had recorded-
every climax, when something might go
I
wrong,
was like,
she
I don't want to see that.
curls up.
Really
Yeah.
bad. I would
Yeah, so I
actually
just pause
would
it.
turn around and like take my glasses off or whatever, and he'd just be like,
Okay then.
"All right, we're waiting for you." You
Sorry,
can't
yeah, I
miss a
kind of
second.
zoned out while contemplating something. How Rainbow Dash could either be butch or lesbian. And then I was wondering, what guy would go for her? And then I realized, wait a second, I'm a little bit more butch, or no, she's actually a bit more butch than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I get guys just perfectly fine.
I think Rainbow Dash is
Lesbians
really
get guys a
pretty.
lot better.
Rainbow Dash
Yeah, that's
is
because
beautiful.
they're, I mean, it kind of
Because in secret, all men want men.
What? Okay.
Just some of them want men in female form.
I am.
Well,
I'm just gonna hope Steven's
the way
fine with
you-
me being this way.
The way you pointed it out to me is that I act like a guy pretty often, and that guys would be comfortable, and I've pretty much proven that to
Proven
myself quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
So yeah, and I'm female when it counts.
When or where?
I'm female when it counts. Pelvic thrust.
I like that.
I like it too.
Like, yeah, about this. Just
Well, I think that's enough for a first zero episode.
oh wait,
I think
I
this
still want to know. Like, do you think Pluto or Mirage or
Oh,
or
yeah,
what
the,
name for the Alicorn Philly?
The secret alicorn filly in the background.
Oh
when
yeah, we should have
Twilight
commented
is-
on that.
We still
We'll
have
keep it
recording
secret.
space.
Yeah, we got a ton.
Yeah. I vote for Pluto. Originally, I wanted to call her Dawn. That was my made-up name for her. But then someone mentioned Pluto because... What were the exact words they
Because-
used? Close to the exact words. I can't remember. a
Wait,
single
what?
one.
Sorry.
But okay, she's there. She's in the back of the classroom, and everyone's going to argue whether she's canon or not.
Yeah.
Because she's the very far back. She's small and.
And it's a celestial
she-
name.
Yeah, and it's celestial is the other reason.
So Luna does the moon, and Celestia does the sun, and Pluto does Pluto.
Pluto the
Pluto,
Pluto. You know.
make sure all
Pluto
the
does the
planets
planets,
circle.
Planets circling.
Yeah, name a pony.
Wait, Pluto is the reason the stars aligned to let Nightmare Moon
Oh,
come
yeah.
back.
It's funny. Ha
Because the
ha.
stars helped her home,
Yeah,
so
yeah, true.
Pluto helped that out.
Ha, let's name a pony who controls planets after
It's
a
like-
planet that's not really a planet.
Celestia, look what I learned how to do!
Playing it either, I'm a
Oh, hey, it's Nightmare Moon. I'll put those back.
but
I'll be
happy
over
reunion.
there.
Oh, you know how Celestia is pink in the intro?
Mhm.
Well, they also show, and you know, like, I've seen more than a few pictures. I guess it's just kind of like, because the way that Celestia is different now, she's in God mode, and Luna's was in God mode when she was Nightmare Moon. So,
Interesting.
now that Luna's not, God mode, she's normal mode? I guess she's still immortal.
So like normal mode,
Normal
Celestia
Alicorn.
is pink, and
And Luna sized.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I hypothesized something like that before.
That actually makes sense.
You actually never expressed it to me. Maybe you
I'm
did,
kind
but
of-
not just appropriately.
It's never been fully formed in
I'm
my
actually
head.
kind of curious how Luna's gonna look next episode. Like if she, because like
There
last
was a
time we saw
screen
her,
cap
she
of
was-
her. She
Yeah,
looked
wearing
pretty
a hood.
similar, and she was wearing a hood.
Because she looks so.
This one.
Clape. Clape?
Clape.
Clape. A clape.
A clip.
Crepe. A cape. A crepe.
A crepe. She's wearing the food.
I want to see
Wearing a
someone...
traditional Scottish clip.
Scottish clip.
It sounds like a Scottish thing.
Clip.
A clip.
It does.
Clip.
It does.
What's
But now I want to see Luna with a crepe on her head.
like
Don't let me down,
with her
DeviantArt.
bird's nest mane, because she totally just started going like, and the bird's like totally cool with it.
We have a bird's nest mane and we have a rat's nest mane. What other nests can we have?
Okay. Whenever we post this up, the only description should be, we got bored. Can anyone draw us Luna with a crepe on her head? Just that. Don't give any more information.
We need a sign-off.
We'll find one eventually.
Well, when we find a Nick.
Come on, this is one of our first ones. And we've been wanting to do this for a while, so I don't think we'll stop anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
I mean, we get bored a lot, we talk a lot, so...
We should do this at the very least every time there's a new Pony episode.
At least.
Please,
Mm-hmm. Very least.
if not.
Also, definitely
then
when
we'll
we...
get in the groove of it and maybe just do it every
Definitely we
Saturday.
start it up when we watch it the first time, and then we just commentary on it after it's finished, like we're doing right now.
What?
Well, I think that we could just kind of cut that bit out.
What's
Oh,
the
come
fun?
on,
What's the
let's
fun in cutting things out?
Well, I guess for one...
I'll make
one
a director's cut.
What? Yeah, there you go. For one thing, safety reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll cut it out.
Yeah. Sorry, I know these things. Or maybe I'm just paranoid.
That's a good sign-off, saying our names, and this was episode number. Wanna do that?
This was episode, fuck it.
This is episode is.
Yeah.
Sorry, now I'm actually making an attempt. This is not going to be family friendly.
Okay.
Like, wait.
I don't think anyone beyond, 16, 15, 14 is actually going to listen to this.
16, 15, 14.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I like how you just, I like how we went down. You're like, well, maybe, well, okay.
Why 16 and 14? Oh.
Beyond.
I see. Younger.
Younger.
Okay, I thought you meant older.
Like I said,
Anyway.
because, well, actually, my little brother, if I advertise this on my... He's actually following me on Facebook, and it's scary. I don't have him as a friend. He's subscribed to me, and I'm just kind of like,
Of course he is. He's your
this
brother.
is a little awkward.
Why is it awkward that he's following your Facebook?
Because we don't talk, ever.
Okay. It's probably good background information for me to know.
You're somebody that he knows.
Yeah. I don't talk
Probably
to my
makes him
family
feel
at
better.
all. I recently, destroyed the relationship I had with my sister because of the reason I mentioned earlier.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I warned
And I really
her.
don't blame you.
I warned her current boyfriend about her, and they're still together, and I'm just kind of like, well,
Actually,
this
when
is
you-
kind of awkward.
I used someone at my, where I used to work. There was an actual freaking love triangle going on, all with coworkers. This girl was with someone, and one of the other people at our store was her next boyfriend. And while in a year-long relationship with boy A, she slept with her ex, and I told a friend of her current boyfriend,
A friend, okay.
she told someone while near a friend of her current boyfriend, and she's sitting around against everything. We were like, and I was sort of like, should we tell him or not? And we ended up telling him, and because we weren't initially going to be just out bluntly saying it. We're just like, okay, maybe you should trust your instincts and stuff, because he was saying how he didn't think things were right and stuff like that, and how she'd been acting fishy and stuff like that, and finally she was like, you know something. Just tell it to him. Just say it. Just say it. And and she was just like, okay, well, she's been sleeping with her, so-and-so. And he stayed with her, and none of us could figure out why. We're like, why?
Yeah, that's what.
Why?
Ooh.
So speaking of pills, I used to work in a pharmacy. Yes.
Yeah.
Um.
Now I know. So
Well, I worked other places.
I worked at a factory, right?
Well,
Pharmacy.
okay. I worked
Pharmacy
in a pharmacy.
factory.
Well, technically, I worked instead of the head of pharmacy in it.
Okay.
But
yeah.
and I did everything around the store. Well, I did multiple things around the store. But for over a year, I worked in the pharmacy.
Got it.
But when you're entering prescriptions, you have to enter the drug, and it's hilarious. I don't know if they're going to use it with the new system, but with the PDX, the function-based system, when you enter the drug, like, if you don't know the name, if you're searching for it, you can just press enter and then scroll through the list or type and look. The very first one on the drug list says, actually, no, what they're called, I miss you pills. And you're like, what are I miss you pills? I've had this conversation with both of my pharmacists and possibly some of the visiting pharmacists. Because I, trying to figure out what the heck I miss you pills are. Like, because they're on the list as a prescribable drug. And we're like, clicked on it, because usually if you look at the drug, you can find, like, dosage information, stuff like that. All it says is M&M. And there's no dosage, anything like that. I'm like, I want a prescription for M&Ms.
That's pretty cool.
I think it actually did say Hershey somewhere. Like, I'm sorry, like, so someone put that in just, like, for kicks. Can be like, yeah.
So I can go order some I Miss You pills?
You have to have a prescription.
Okay.
Get a doctor to write a prescription for I Miss You pills.
I want to be a doctor now just so I can write myself prescriptions like that.
And I was like, that's so brilliant. I really,
very well.
I was...
You have to get another signature.
The thing is that one of our pharmacists...
For M&Ms!
Exactly!
The thing is that one of our pharmacists was also a physician's assistant, so I was really tempted to, like, beg him one of, like, can I just try it? Just write it so I can bill it and see how much it would cost? Because...
That would be awesome.
Because you have to run it through insurance. I'm like, I know, like, I just want to see what it would say, because, like, the pricing's always different from over-the-counter and actually billed. Sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it's ridiculously more expensive, but I just...
American health system at work.
I know, I'm just like, please. Because I don't know if it would work, because there's not, like, an NDC, since it's not actually a medicine, but I just so wanted to try.
You know, it would have been fun. I mean, just kind of, like, frame the prescription. Hey.
I know. It's like,
it'd be a good conversation starter.
So, yeah, that's what I think of when I think about this Miss You pills. Happy. Yeah. Okay, that's my story.
Happy pills. Yeah.
And you can actually be prescribed M&Ms. That's the other moral of the story.
Well, this has been a very nice podcast.
Yeah.
Especially for episode 0.
We're like, we're just going to keep talking.
Yeah, we're just going to rant.
That's why it's ADHD.
What's going to be the name?
I kind of like
I vote for ADHD.
People might think that's about,
I think that could be misleading.
But it won't be ADHD. It will be attention deficit in high definition.
I kind of feel like
All
the
spelled
A
out.
or D should be, okay, spelled out maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
should be something else, but
I don't know. I like the high definition. I don't know about the... I don't know. It's...
I'll put out a poll.
Put out a poll.
Yeah.
But...
I would ask my blog, but I'm sure that all of this views I get is just one person. Refresh.
Oh, no, I agree, refresh.
Because it's like, they have on...
Opera has an auto refresher, so that could be it.
I don't use Opera. Not all of it.
Your viewer might.
My viewer might. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Or they could just really like pressing F5.
I do.
No! Work!
It didn't refresh right this time.
I kind of wish I'd known about Opera's automatic refresh, or I'd had Opera. There was a point in my high school career where we actually were doing this popularity contest between our favorite teacher, like that we had, and some other classes. I don't know who it was, but it was based on the number of page views. And it was just the very first day of class. Right. I don't know who decided to do it, but someone made a comment about how this other teacher that was completely less awesome than ours, because ours ruled the world, actually... maybe not the world, but at least a significant portion of it. But
nice.
We were just like, and it was so funny, because she was like, because we were sitting like refreshing, trying to get her page and reviews up. And she goes, you know, you guys can just press F5, right? And we're like, okay. So we were in class, just going like, hi, how's it going? All right, we're
laptops.
listening. I promise.
F5. It broke. Here's a new one. F5.
A new F5.
You know, you kind of like stick it into your SD drive. It's just F5.
The sad part is I don't even remember how that ended. I just remember like F5.
I wonder if someone
Oh, I
does
do
that to their
know.
blog. Just kind of FI.
I know it was
Somebody somewhere certainly does.
It was a debate between, like, it was a war between the AP kids and the kids that were getting college credit inside class, like inside high school, whatever that was called. Because for them it was UW.
The funny thing is about, sorry, just wanted to throw in. I find it funny how AP classes are actually harder than college classes for your first couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
I find that insane.
It's a good thing AP really stands for advanced procrastination.
Advanced procrastination.
So that's really what I think it stands for. Because that's really what I've been using.
I've seen people, like, just flip their shit about AP classes. And I never really pushed myself in high school. Mm-hmm. I had honors classes and whatnot, but I just kind of took everything laid back. I mean, I was generally okay with it. But it's just like, once college hit and I got into classes, I'm just like, wow, these are actually pretty damn easy. A lot better than college classes. Quality's better. I mean, especially that I'm paying hundreds of dollars to get one.
Yeah. No, I actually really enjoyed AP. And probably that's because I'm weird, but I really did. There was a couple of, like, classes.
Because you're shy-light.
Yes, I'm shy-light.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it. And I find it... I guess it's probably because I do Scantron tests fairly well. And after... There's also a really interesting feeling. After I took my first AP test, I literally felt as if there was nothing else in my brain. It was like I had burnt it all out. I'm sitting here going like... This is such a weird
kind of
zen
not
feeling.
ponies anymore. And friend asked where I was, so I'm gonna not be rude. I'm sorry!
Just...
It's okay.
You know what? I'm ending it without a sign-off.
This is Corey!